Так, алло, дратуйте. А Марта уже, наверное, ушла, да? Или здесь? Нихуя себе. Я все пропустила. Ну, я уже ответил. Всякое бывает. Не знаю, я думаю, не успею за один стрим ее добить. Хотя, блядь, если буду охуенно играть, то нормально. Чё там у вас, кстати? Чё у вас там? Как дела? Что делаете? Ну, плюс там как, что там? Как обстановочка? Ебать, как резко все нахуй. Так, вебка будет включаться? Да, будет. Ебой. Так, давай как-нибудь ее повыше, пониже, как ее, блядь, ебануть. Так, ну, в принципе... I'm ready, блядь. Блядь, мне кажется, или вебка большая, надо ее убавить. Ну, точнее, уменьшить немного. Вот так. Тан-тан-тан-тан, give up. Да, Макс, блядь. Я так кайфанул, когда прошел все части, блядь. Ну, еще не все, но я уже близко. Блядь, какой кайф, нахуй, Макс Пейн играть, блядь, я в ахуе. Ой, это что-то. Охуенно, это, блядь, такая песня пиздатая. Я все забываю ее добавить к себе в аудиозаписи. Ну, короче, как только будет глава на яхте, все поймете, о какой я песне имею в виду. Так, мы остановились на том, да, вот на этом, что ёбнули, короче, бабу. И сюда едет группа зачистки ЮП. Вот они уже. И у меня 8 пуль. Как жить, я не знаю. Но... У меня 8 патронов, блядь. Вот. Еще патроны. Все, ладно, живем. Живем.
Cops didn't seem too concerned with meeting their arrest quotas. Between me and Sao Paulo's finest, it'd be a miracle if the CS were still in business by the end of the day.
О.
If I filled my body with enough poison, maybe I'd forget I added another dead girl to my rap sheet.
Ебать, там уже война, нахуй. Ныкайся, дурак. Ныкайся, там целая армия, блядь. Зачищают фавелы, блядь.
Place was swarming with cops. They weren't there for me, as far as I could
Вот реально, если подумать, реально, ведь это же есть такое. Вот эти вот районы бедные. Как они там вообще живут, блядь, в этих фавелах, блядь. Это пиздец, блядь. Ну все, ёбают уже. Все хорошо. Сейчас поедем в ДНС. О, а шо брать будете?
Giovanna and Marcelo were still alive.
Блядь, мне, короче, сегодня чел отписал Хочу купить карточку твою. Я говорю, окей, давай. А можете мне отправить, пожалуйста, ну, фотографию, ну, типа, штрих-кода на видеокарточке. Я отсылаю ему, он говорит, блин, а я думал, это версия с, короче, с, блядь, 3 вертушками. Я вот ее хотел. Блядь, я, блядь, сука, для кого пишу артикулы и всю эту хуйню? Читай, блядь, какая версия, блядь, карточки. Я уже, блядь, я обрадовался. Сейчас чел заедет, блядь, видюху купит у меня, блядь. Блядь, бля, я думал там, думал, ты читай нахуй. Сука, что написано, блядь? Пиздец, блядь. Думал он, блядь, бомбит, пиздец.
I'd heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
Дай автомат. Карали ее, блядь. Дай. О. Блядь, или вот этот автомат взять. Да. Скорострельный. Спасибо, конечно, но это не комплимент, нихуя.
The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second. I knew this was all my fault. And there was only one way I dealt with guilt.
Да ладно, живи, блядь, больно. Блядь, ну... Специалист по головам, я думаю. Да, в этом я спец, действительно. Бабахнул. Боевичок. Новичок. Покуривый ништячок.
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Never come.
Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! Seu chefe, seu...
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying the Geneva Convention.
Painkiller.
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games. These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point.
Tá bom.
Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas.
Надо уже ходить, блять, надо постричься, блять. Пиздец какой-то. Подожди. Да, автомат.
I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route.
Осторожно, там же бутылка, блядь, если уронишь, пиздец.
These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Traz essa puta aí, ó. Sair daqui. Olha que merda. Nunca prende a visão. Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
О, блядь, что с чатом, блядь? Во, вот так. Ебаный ты в рот, блядь. Взял, блядь, уехал нахуй. Ну он же вышел оттуда, блядь, сука, значит зайти можно туда?
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea.
Vai, vai, vai! Vai, vai! Vambora, caralho! Se fudeu agora, tá ferrado!
I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals.
Не знаю даже о чем.
Now I had to find Giovanna
Чтоб
and
на органы
Marcelo.
людей сдавать.
Without a better plan, I thought I better follow this bastard.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não! Vamos acabar com essa porra! Cala a boca, sua puta! Vem pra cá!
Here was Giovanna and Marcelo. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Сейчас Марсело сожгут нахуй.
Marcelo!
Это жесть, блядь.
Filho da puta! Você tá fugido, gringo!
You bastard.
Он не взял ствол.
Giovanna! It's gonna be okay. No. You don't want to do that. Come on.
Бля, сейчас за этой беременной пиздой ходить.
Why did they do that to Marcelo?
It's a legendary gang way of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh! Quem fez isso? Foi um americano. Foi? Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Você morre, porra. Caralho.
Caralho.
Mata ele. Pode deixar, eu mato.
After a couple of hours of lying and shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen, no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there.
Глава 10. Либо ведешь, либо стреляешь с стороны.
Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a couple looking at me.
All right.
Passos said there's a good place to hide in the back.
Just try to stay calm. Come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guess this is it.
No, keep going. That's a girl. Here, come on. This way. In here. Just try to stay calm, all right? I know this is fucked up.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
You better be shitting me.
Me and Raul, Passos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh. I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower. Get down. Stay out of sight.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e o americano também. Tá bom. Ok.
Вообще несложный. Он, ну, типа, номинально он сложный. Но вообще он не сложный, блядь. Типа, 2 последних заблокированы. Типа, я бы мог сейвы бы закинуть и так играть, но уже как есть. Блять. Надо еще раз Макс пройти. А как я тебя убью-то? Ну вот тут я дурак. Я, кстати, первый прохожу. Да давай умирай уже, блядь. Я уже объебался. Я лох тут. В целом, если внимательно играть, ну, вообще не сложно. Но я сейчас что-то пошел, блядь. Куда-то полез, блядь. Ну и как тебе первый, Макс, пока? И очень интересно узнать, какая у тебя озвучка. Потому что ту озвучку с дедушкой, типа, знаешь, такой, типа, я спустил палец с курка, все было кончено. Эту озвучку я не нашел. А я нашел, ну, эту вот, знаешь, который, вот этот вот чел, который... Я пришел сюда, чтобы сделать, да, я пришел сюда, и эти пидоры... Ой, прошу прощения. Вот. А ту озвучку я не знаю, она называется как-то или чё. Вылазь, блядь. Ну я тебя вижу, заеб... Заебал, блядь.
Listen to me, it's gonna be okay. Just calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
Vamos ver isso na puta! Vamos ver eles lá!
They're going to kill us!
Блядь, ну не ну что ты...
Giovanna, just wait there.
Сука, дура!
Here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Giovanna, get down.
Да не дергайся, дура! Бля, ебанашка, блядь. Пау, 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 блядь, пау, блядь. Так, у вас есть какие-нибудь пушки? Ну, дробовик не мое, это что-то другое. Ну ладно, можно взять. А без рыбы. Как рыба надо. Так, может тут что-то завалялось для меня. О, завалялось, действительно. Действительно, что-то завалялось.
Okay?
Заставки нескипаемые, кстати, вообще нескипаемые. Нескипаемые заставки, какая боль. Боже мой, боже мой. Не скипаются, что же делать? Вот можно же Enter нажать. Блядь, пиздец. Я тебя вижу. И тебя. И тебя. Сука, блядь. Ха. Успел. Еба, я гений нахуй. На нахуй, блядь.
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
Ну все нормально. Джованна, блядь.
To get this poor girl out of there.
Да сейчас я обыщу все вокруг. Боже, ну подожди ты, Макс, блин.
Oh my god, Max.
Come on.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here. This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcello thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine. And I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail. Just check this. We need to get out of the open. A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
if we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
Почему я так постоянно делаю, блядь? Сука, как будто... Вот, сука, хочется нос размять. Я вот так... Блядь, заебало.
She wasn't giving up. I guess that meant neither could I. Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it!
Na sacada!
Oh, no, get down!
Pelo amor de Deus!
Hold on. Can you get through to that next room?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll meet you there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
Ну давай автомат возьмем. Дробовик зачем-то выкинул, бля, который я взял. Блядь. Гений, гений, Максимка гений, блядь. Слушай, а ты знал, что если нажать на Ctrl, он, то есть, типа, будет, ну, вот так вот бегать в присядке и с анимацией камеры, типа, такой шатающийся. Вот так. Я об этом только сейчас узнал. Можешь себе такое представить, блядь?
I was getting good at this.
Max! Max!
Блядь, ты слепой, ты видишь?
Max! I can't see a way down here either.
Там чел перед тобой, блядь. Там чел стоит, блядь, слепой. Идиот. А, блядь, где? Я тут не знал. Вот это пиздец какой-то. Я такой... Я сам об этом только что узнал. Я охуел. Вот так вот, типа, можно бегать. Блядь. Это прикольно, конечно, только зачем? Не совсем. Беги, 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 беги! Почти, почти. Да я вижу, блядь. Слепой. Перегрефризы местами. У меня нормально, у меня 0 этих.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
Либо это из-за заставок. Типа я хуй знаю. Ну, чтоб то включаются заставки и... Не знаю. Да, у меня нет Twitch тупит. Да, ну все, да. Так, потрошки собираем, потрошки. Их заряжаем пушки. Ну автобус хочу, блядь, уронить. Что доебалось? Женщина. Блядь, да иду, ладно. Ну я смотреться хочу, блядь. Может тут где-то еще есть таблы. Вот, пожалуйста, таблы лежат. Я не тупой, я знаю, блядь, куда идти, блядь. Игра. Я не даун, блядь. Осуждаю себя за эти слова. К людям с синдромом Дауна отношусь нормально. Вот, кстати, телевизор. О, капитан бейсбольная бита. Привет. Там, кстати, на локации в болоте тоже есть телевизор, и если его посмотреть, то ну, в целом все ясно тоже. Тонко, тонко. Это тонко сейчас было. Стой, а в новостях субтитры были. А хули здесь нет субтитров?
Tá na hora de trocar por algo que um velho usaria. Capitão Baseball Bad Boy. Sacou o seu melhor taco de golfe.
Тут хуй забили. Ну, логично. Макс, да я телек смотрю, не мешай. Блядь, Джованна, блядь. Забавно. Instant replay, блядь. Ебать, смачно. Puta.
Assista ao próximo episódio para ver as incríveis aventuras do Capitão Baseball Bad Boy.
У тебя стримовский, Макс? Нет. Во, а сейчас есть субтитры. О чем я, кстати говоря, жалею. Реально, блядь, на самом деле. Это реально, я бы отдал бы деньги за Макса. На самом деле. Но хотя по факту, на данный момент я уже смысла не вижу. Типа покупать Макса, потому что онлайн там явно не рабочий, явно. Ну типа из-за ачивок может быть только. Кстати, он сейчас недоступен в нашем регионе. Не, он реально недоступен или ну все-таки он есть в магазине. Да? Ну, заебись. Но, честно говоря, рудимент это, я считаю. Мне слоумо ваш не нужен. Я сам справлюсь. Ладно, нужен. Но чуть-чуть. Да, бля... Я уже зажал пробел, хотел в слоумо, типа, и он меня ёбает, чё. Вообще нету в магазе, бля. Ну, чё поделать. Оценки тоже тогда недоступны в вашем регионе, бля. Это вот как засрали The Квари, блядь. Во-первых, взяли такую большую, сука, цену в 3600, да, блядь, рублей. Так еще и игру нельзя купить. Эту вашу ебаную залупу. Ну и оценки соответствующие, блядь. Там типа все вот пишут, положительная оценка недоступна в вашем регионе, блядь. И срут все максимально. Не, а все правильно, нехуй. Ибо нехуй. Я тебе скажу, даже последний даже, сука, сингл последний Эминема и Снуп Дога, блядь, на ютубе посмотреть клип только через VPN можно. Ладно, что это шоу? Давай, давай. Класс, нахуй. Да, я вот не знаю, что это такое.
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Leg up.
Payne больше твоих. Не знаю, у меня все нормально. Хоть Вань Скрайп, хоть этот, все остальные. Я на всякий случай держу еще один VPN для браузера чисто. Если вдруг закончится трафик на Вайнскрайбе. И он тоже охуенно работает. Вот. Пока что держимся. Все нормально. Вот у Вани Вайнскрайб не работал, да. Что на телефоне, что так. А у меня работал. Что на айфоне, что на компьютере. Уклонист. И ложись. И у меня не работает ванскап только на компе робит, даже браузер не хочет. Забавно. Ну-ка, вот я даже сейчас зайду с айфона. С айфона чекну. Вайнскрайб. Бля, как ты долго открываешься. Во. Все. Типа. Да, блядь, ебаный этот. Ну, короче, работает. Сейчас я зайду в этот, в спид-тест. И удостоверюсь в этом. Бля, какой ты долгий. Что с тобой? Спид-тест, блядь, залагал, блядь. Ладно, сейчас в ДНС поедем. В ПЖ зайду. Да, окей. Не, как бы все работает. Я на сайты захожу, но спид-тест вообще ни в какую. Странно. Ну да, вот он работает. Так, ладно, выключу. Нахуй мне здесь он нужен. А, блядь, а я думаю, а чё за звук сзади, блядь? Я понял. Это чувак. А, я так и не понял, вы зачем едете-то? Так и не сказала Марта мне, зачем вы едете. За казанчиком. О, казанчик, это вещь! Только жалко, он мне не нужен пока. Так уже хочу хату свою, чтобы тоже там и все взять себе, все посуды купить, которые только можно, блядь. Так пока в этом смысла не вижу, потому что это все вести потом, я ебал это все. Переезжать когда, и я ебал, не. У меня все это, блядь. Супы ем, второе ем нормально, блядь. Казанчики пока, к счастью, не нужны. А так вообще, да, я бы хотел бы. Оптики там, допустим, если запечь, чтобы были всякие, ну вот эти вот, всякие формочки, вот это вот 5-10.
No. Let's drive or shoot, sister. And right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on, you can do this. All right, now listen to me.
Да заблокируйте вы мою машину, я же вижу, что вы делаете с ней. Закройте машину, бля, почему она у меня открыта, бля, я же вижу, бля. Сука. Бля, все проебал мне. Мне пизда. Водитель из тебя хуёвый.
Yeah, I see it.
Да ты руль повернуть не можешь, что ли, блядь? Ну ты едешь уже. Поверни, блядский руль. Для кого он существует, руль, блядь? Блядь, ну это логично, сука. Сука, даже если ты ни разу не ходила, ну, рулем-то дернуть можешь. Боже, блядь. Вумен.
Just drive! Hold on!
Мы, походу, не едем в ДНС. Мама уехала, мы как бы дома. Ох, никуда ехать не надо. Видишь, как здорово. Видишь, как прекрасно. Не, ну чисто вумен момент, блядь. Чисто руль поверни, блядь. Или что ты заклинил, нахуй, я не знаю, блядь. В общем, сложный, не сложный нихуя. Не знаю, что тут прям такого сложного, конечно. Я, быть может, даже пройду потом Макса еще раз, только уже на хардкорном уровне сложности. Чтоб я прям мучился, блядь. Видел, кстати, у нас выпустят эконом-ниву без подуш. Да. Да. Там нихуя вообще не будет. Ни АБС, ничего. Да и, кстати, об этом уже давненько говорили. Бля, я убил 20 этих людей в яйца, бля. Ебать, я без прицела в него чисто пум попал, нихуя себе. Вот это да, вот это мастерски вслепую я стреляю, конечно. Охуеть. И это сложно, йоу! Макса кинули нахуй. О, сейчас будет. Это, вот это ситуэта. А, что? Бля, что?
After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Блять, вот это баг. Блять. Чисто в никуда поехал.
I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Bronco.
Пойду потом за 360 охотиться испытать.
Did you get paid by Victor?
Да, что там испытывать?
Victor, no.
Well, Raul
Это
Passos
не Dark Souls, блять, чтобы мучиться.
6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know, maybe he liked you.
Ну
Maybe
давай
he thought you
уже.
needed a break.
Яску хочу.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Давай. И заставка. Нет.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Джон Маклейн ебаный.
But what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name.
И песенка.
I know things had got real heavy.
Вот эту песню хочу тебе добавить. Это, ситуэта.
Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Oh,
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me! Alfredo Morchan!
It sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
In some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow.
Кстати, да, заставки нескипаемые, вот опять.
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde!
Я буду постоянно так говорить, что заставки нихуя не скипаемые, блядь.
Give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax. I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
А это где?
Where's that?
Да, все еще помню некоторые диалоги.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Хорошо, в смысле плохо.
Not good, bad, real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot.
Алло, Пасос, что там какой-то кислый, нахуй? Да нормальный он.
I love a woman. She's with another and she doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Не может, блядь, у него...
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, eh? Passos, walk with me. Yeah. What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up. He's a good guy. Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good!
Ну, Макс все-таки нуар, даже больше тебе скажу. Это нео-нуар, но это нуар, блядь, все равно. Так что он доебался, я не знаю. И одна песня у них всегда играет, короче. все элементы неонуара есть. Вот эти линии, мрачный сюжет, все присутствует. Ну да, нуар же не тупо серый тона и прочее. Там глубже все, но санис поверхностный. Ну, слишком причем. Да чё он это... Дитя Ubisoft. Хуй ты от него хочешь? Он дитя Ubisoft, блядь. О, я слышал, что нуар это когда черно-белые фильмы. Вот. Нет никого здесь. Но он при этом их ненавидит. Ну, а кто их сейчас любит, блядь, кстати говоря? Отключим, блядь, отключим игры от DLC.
Central American guerrilla armies, pirates with a manifesto, psychos with a dream.
Горячая леди. Так, а есть тут что? Есть какие-то улики же здесь? Чисто соска. О, не зря
They
зашел.
didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Я когда играть начал, я забыл, что там за настройка была. Но, короче, флайеры, блядь, это были ебаные пиксели. Я уже затем только выкрутил все на ультра, и вот сейчас уже более-менее все смотрится. Но, сука, тогда реально там даже видно нихуя не было.
Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Опа, не зря зашел. Ой, сейчас взорвется это тут. Artistic Choice, кстати. Блин, я так хочу, блядь, узнать, что вот они орут. Но, к сожалению, это только для бразильцев ясно. А нам это, блядь. Ну, я думаю, есть, наверное, люди на ютубе, которые перевели все.
The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
Zahi!
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Нормально. Сойдет. Я моюсь.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them? It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. The pirates wouldn't get everything. The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks. Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone. Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it. The boat was well appointed.
¡Hijo de puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, vení para acá!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Ай, блядь! Прости, не увидел.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Панама.
I had to save some valuables.
Отстань, блядь! Блядь. Ошибки на ошибки, блядь. Блять, ну тут да, тут я зафейлился. Тут я зафейлился не сразу. Так, а что если вот... О, назад.
And the band played on. Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Блядь, ну конечно я поймал пулю, блядь. Блять. Подождите, не мешайте, у меня тут... Кто, блядь? Да иди нахуй.
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Nah.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here. I didn't realize you knew your way around here.
They were using that building to get across the canal.
Come on, we're gonna get her, let's get her.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
We can get across up top.
My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady.
А этот вообще нихуя не делает, ведь я все делаю. Блять, я прям в открытом поле нахуй стою.
What I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality. That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch.
Сука, все равно меня, сука, подстрелил. Блять. Бля, лампочка.
There was still work to be done.
Да какие дела? Я тут всех убил вроде, нет? А сейчас? Да, могу.
Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter. For what it's worth.
Бля, пить хочу.
Jesus Christ.
А вот и Дафна.
Fuck, man.
Нескипаемые заставки. Нескипаемые. Прошу обратить внимание. Заставки нескипаемые.
I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her
Ты в это
ex-husband
поверил?
worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preta?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups. under armed guard, but it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Так, пока возьму тайм-аутик. Маленький. Отойду немножко. Это сейчас что-нибудь поставлю, какую-нибудь песенку. А, ну вот ее можно. Ой, какая песня? Блять, вот я всегда такой, я плакаю над этой песенкой, боже. Subtil Alive, естественно. Так, ладно, пока паузу. Так, камбэк из Real. И, скорее всего, игра у меня сейчас вылетит. Нет, не вылетит? Вау! Не вылетит?
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Pra caralho, tá cheio de chupa. Ah, comeu boi.
Заставки нескипаемые. Нескипаемые кат-сцены. Прошу обратить внимание.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. I hadn't slept in days. I needed something to keep me going. Oof-ay. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Скипаемая.
Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo...
Какие гранаты, блядь?
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about?
Ау.
I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall. I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusha Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution. This was hell on earth. Da Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. but I was in too far now.
Бля, хилок нету. Мне бы хилочку одну. Или две. Даже было бы лучше. А, вот, спасибо.
When you find yourself in hell, dance with the devil.
Ну давай.
There it was, the soundtrack to my life. And, for a few seconds, came harmony. Finally.
Бля, органы просто выкидывает, блядь.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been doing? I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please. Caralho! Caralho! Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus. E aí, Totô?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in.
Назад уже не зайти, да?
Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Нескипаемые заставки.
They had a fucking
Нескипаемые.
arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground. So I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Скипаем эти заставки, они нам и к чему.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time.
А вот
This
эту
was something
оставим.
else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats come out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Vi. Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open. Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Krasha Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange?
Да ладно, ты догадливый пиздец. Так, может взять РПД вот это?
Time to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor.
Хотя, блядь, не в пизду, есть автомат. Ты охуел?
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Мешать, блядь. Сейчас, стой, да, я тут перед тем, как установить, обойду все, чекну. Ага. Да можешь уже сумку эту снимать.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Nevis.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything! We have the record!
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city! decent people. Safe.
Так вот, большие связи тебе не помогут. Бам.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Сейчас все будет дергаться, блядь. Вау! Хотя я вышел на префайре. Ладно, я вас понял. Ладно, хотя бы так. Вау! Ладно. Тут я его не ожидал, согласен. Автомат бери. Блядь, только хуже отыграл. Живой, блядь. Блядь. Да заныкайся в укрытие, блядь. Блядь, тут согласен. Блядь. Блять. А как тебя убить-то нахуй? Так, ладно, давай подумаем. Ну, я в целом понял как. Да, блядь, да как, блядь? Сука, анимация, блядь, пока он встанет, пока он ляжет, блядь. Лежи, блядь.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Глава 13. Злобный лысый жердей.
Нескипаемая заставка, прошу заметить.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm
Бля, я кое-что забыл. Одну секунду. Мне надо поставить на зарядку кое-что. Потому что, блядь, Блядь, рюкзак. Потому что я вспомнил, что... Хочу немного подвигаться, блядь. Ёбаный в рот, сука. Так, 2%. Я в ахуе, блядь. У очков 2% зарядки надо зарядить, блядь. Чтобы потом, блядь, нормально поиграть. Обещали 1 или 2 августа доставить уже кабель сюда.
sorry I dragged you into this.
Ну как сюда, в почтомат.
I know it was very wrong.
Тут рядом, типа в соседнем дворе.
Hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh?
Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, se fudeu! Meu conta eu tenho que tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocente! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo, vamos aqui! É aqui que você vai se acontecer, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí!
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Olha, mas eu vi aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here?
Me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
After all this time.
What are you doing here, bitch? Красиво.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
О, наркотики.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Да, блять, встань ты за укрытие. Догадливость. Я догадливый, пиздец. О-хо-хо-хо. Четко в ебальник.
About the only friend I had left in that town.
I want my lawyer!
Oh, I can't believe this. Mr. Have a nice day.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too.
Что это было сейчас? Я же видел записку.
The security switch had to be in that booth.
О, золотой дробаш. Другое дело.
They had their body armor, I had mine. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Один патрон, блядь.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out, I had to keep moving. Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Да блядь. Ну вот я и сдох. Ёб твою мать! Опа.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
Идем пока хорошо, более-менее. Может быть, через час я уже закончу. Я как понимаю, вот этот уровень остается. Аэропорт остается. Ну и все.
There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
По одному подходите, блядь. Так, дробовик уже мне не поможет. Дробовик уже все. Исчерпал себя. Так, я точно все забрал.
I saw the elevator doors were open.
Да я знаю. Подожди ты.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Блять. Так, это точно все. Я тут ничего не... Да вроде все.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Я не могу прицелиться нормально. Блять, там нету, сука, прицела. Я не вижу, куда я целюсь, блять. Блять, не оружие, а говно, блять. Ну, здрасте, блять.
I killed more cops than cholesterol, still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Да чё, Макс, устал бегать?
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil, but this was where I was. 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver. It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. This was a waste of time. That would have been too easy. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Бля, какая жопа у Макса. Бля, и автомат, конечно, нахуй.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Что? Кажется, что ли? Ну, типа, сыростью пахнет, как будто где-то.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Мне пизда. Ладно, нормально. Лазерный прицел, да блять, да кто придумал?
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab.
Бля, у них
I
лазерный
had to push
прицел.
on.
Блять, лучше этот дайте. Во. Намного лучше. Так, хилка, хилка, хилка. Есть хилка? Ну, одна хотя бы. Должна же лежать. Я что, так пойду?
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Спасибо за восстановленные ХП. И это сложная игра.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Так, это будет весело сейчас. А я думаю, бля, лазер, чтоб то ли я увидел где-то. Да не, думаю, показалось. А нет, реально лазер был. Блять. Блять. Не ожидал.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Yeah. А, ушко зачесалось, ушко зачесалось. Ай, опять зачесалось, только что почесал уже. Все.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
О, сейчас самая жопа. Блять! Ты что тут делаешь? Да ты дурак, нахуй! Блять. Блять, Макс, ты сломан, блять. Ну, то есть сам Макс, а не игра.
Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
Asshole.
How stupid can one man be? I hope it was a warfare.
У меня патрон нету, блядь.
I couldn't get a direct shot.
Да блять, я почти тебя завалил. Мне не осталось ёбнуть на тебя потолок, блять. Но нет. О, хотя бы дали оружие другое. Блядь, я только высунусь. Мразь. Мразь, блядь, мразь. Опять заново это делать?
You have served your purpose. This is where it ends. Listen to that idiot, Da Silva!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
What do you think of that devil?
У меня 1 хп, 1 хуй. Ну вот, блядь, и как? У меня нету хп, блядь. Как я должен это делать? Ну вот это, блядь, ну вы серьезно, блядь? Ну он такой, сука, ВХшник. А имботер, блядь, что за хуйня, блядь? Ну вот, блядь, да... 3 раза выстрелить. Ну вот тут, да, тут сложно, а в целом нет. Не пригибайся, блядь. Хилку даже дали мне, дебилу, блядь. Успел забрать оружие, да? А что еще надо, блядь? Я не знаю, что еще надо. Ну что ты встал-то, блядь? Нормально. Все. Наконец-то, блядь. Покончили.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Ну это ты, конечно, пиздишь. Всё да не всё.
Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crasha Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Бля, взяли, наебали.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Все. Финалочка, нахуй. Последний козырь. Let's go! Блять.
You check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Я ебанутый читаю, блять, сижу.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Ну ладно, это можно записать на то, что я подтягивался, поэтому нормально.
Well, they're a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Да, молодец. Блять. А что делать? У меня патрон-то нету, блядь. У меня не было патрон, блядь. Ты можешь это представить? Патрон нету. Заново эту локу? Блять. Так, ладно, давай возьмем что-нибудь с собой. Потому что чувствую, мне сейчас все понадобится.
Ненавижу лазерный, блядь, прицел в этой игре. Можно другую взять, блядь, пушку, сука, без лазерного указателя. Меня это бесит. Блядь, только лазерка? Серьезно? Бля, ну гайс, ну не серьезно вообще. Бля, у тебя даже нету. Я не хочу с лазеркой. Что вы носите? Бля, как вы с этого вообще стреляете, блядь, идиоты?
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Так, ну вот у этого челика. О, бля, нормально. Нормальный ган.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. This was the back office. They'd be on their way to the nearby lounge.
Сейчас пойдем, сейчас пойдем.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal.
Не, подожди. Блядь, все, уже нельзя, да, выйти.
The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead.
Отражение хоть нормальное, блин. Блять, что? А, здесь БД простое. Не, ну вдруг тут было бы что-то. Ну все, уже почти финал. Сейчас вот этот ёбаный терминал, поезд и финальная перестрелка. Автомат бери, блядь. Так, не умирать главное.
at the other end of the departure lounge. Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
Секундочку, мне нужно всего лишь хилку. Явно в этом вот они, да.
Something for the nerves.
Опа. Ну, я думаю, одной хилки в самый раз. Я сейчас не буду там обходить вот этот вот весь терминал, нахуй надо. Ебать, у меня камера отошла куда-то. О, лавра, финал. Ну, кстати, это реально финал. Блять, как все. Куда я вышел в открытое поле, блядь? О, там есть хилка.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. I meant to end this how I'd begun it, heavily medicated.
Give up.
The trams were running again.
Ugh.
Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
А, блядь, он сбоку подошел. Я тупой. Сейчас еще раз.
The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Нормально. Да блять!
I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous
Нескипаемые заставки.
Son of a bitch! It didn't work out like that. Of course, there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
Да, дым закидывайте, когда здесь окна открыты. Не, это реально гениально, вы гении, блядь. Гениально, блядь.
I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker!
Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele agora!
Все, давай, кончаем.
Não! Não! No one is paying you to the Emacs, seu merda!
Top to top, Becker! Come clean!
Ебать, не, ну тут надо как-то по-умному. Здесь надо как-то чуть-чуть разрулить. Так, что делаем? Я в слоумо. Даю въебало этому. Даю въебало этому, даю въебало этому, даю въебало этому. За угол. Так, ем таблетки. Релот. Въебало этому. Блять, ну я же почти ушел в укрытие. Я хотел вот этого я ёбнуть и сесть обратно, сука, в укрытие. Блять, теперь будет меня заёбывать. Сойдет. Нормально. Я убил двоих одним зайцем. Блять. Сука, а как тут выжить, блять? Нормальный бы человек здесь реально бы не выжил, блять. Давай! Блять, ну я хуй знает, как здесь выиграть, блять. Почти. Быстрее может перезаряжать, блять. Ну...
How many more of your clowns are you gonna send to their deaths?
Да это ж пиздец, откуда я знал, что он здесь? Сука, вот это реально сложно. А так... Это я типа ушел за границу, да? Я понял. Что? Перезарядись, блядь, что ты делаешь? Какая хрень, блядь. Так он долго перезаряжает, Перезаряди, блядь! Я не знаю. Эта пушка хуйня полная. Он ее то перезаряжает, то нет. Я не ебу. Что ты делаешь? Сука, по пульке стреляй. По пульке, блядь. Сойдет. Да, блядь, убей. Сойдет. Перезаряжай. Перезаряжай. Вставай, вставай! Блять, да блять! Как я должен успеть? Их тут нахуй, блядь, армия нахуй, я еб... Тут армия, блядь. Заряжай. Блядь, да что ты делаешь? Что? Почему он сбрасывает, блядь, когда я... Что за хуйня? Что это, блядь? Дань, блядь! Разъебу нахуй, я уже пройти игру должен, блядь. Я же сказал, через час, блядь. Уже, кстати, час, блядь, закончился. Все, сбрасываем. Релодимся. Вставай, блядь, вставай. Один.
just want to do my job, brother.
You're pissing in the wrong pool with the Payne.
Да блядь! Да блядь, я уже бежал тебя хуярить, блядь! Я уже бежал тебя хуярить, гнида, блядь! Так, все, четко делаем. Выстрел. Слоумо. Первый, второй, третий, четвертый, пятый, за ним шестой. Релот. Ждем пока. Ты отлетаешь. Вас заранее. Тебя. Релот, релот. Все нормально, все нормально. Ты почему, блядь, сбрасываешь релот? Ты же уже перезарядился. Ну все, это фейл, блядь. Да, блядь, он меня просто подорвал, блядь. Он просто меня подорвал, блядь. Потому что я на шажочек подошел к трапу. Что это за прицел сейчас был? Да ладно, я смог их, блядь, перестрелять. Все, соси, блядь. Все, сука, блядь, соси, нахуй. Сосай, масай, блядь. Там есть выбор, убивать его или не убивать. Ну, так как у меня версия условно бесплатная, я его ёбну, потому что ачивки мне за это не дадут, то, что я его оставил в живых. Мне насрать, он должен сдохнуть.
Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Поехали.
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close. Look, a squad is coming to the right. Look there, right.
Yeah.
That's them!
Asshole!
Your career's coming down with that plane! Let's get it over with!
Все. Это было быстро. Самолет даже не успел, типа, мимо пролететь. Так, с вашего разрешения я отключу вебку и замолкаю.
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift!
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation is underway. Local residents expressed outrage, say they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
Блять, я дурак. Ладно. Все. Серия Макспейд пройдена. Нуля нахуй с первой части. Я не помню, там была сцена после титров или это все? Это все, да, по-моему? Да. Так, сюжет. Ну-ка, новая игра. Не, а если... «14 глав». Ну-ка. Вот, да. Короче, да, все, вот. То есть, вот, было доступно легко, средний и сложный. Есть хардкор, а вот old school здесь нету режима последний шанс. То есть ёбнули тебя, все, тебя ёбнули нахуй. Вот. Удалять Макс Пейна я пока не буду, потому что может быть, как там через пару недель там, или месяцок, я вернусь в Макс Пейн на режиме old school. Чтобы точно пососать, блядь. Вот. Такие дела. Все. ГГ, до свидания, блядь. Ту-ту-ту. Все, Макс Пейн пройден, заебись. Так, надо пойти отдохнуть, что-нибудь зыркануть и вечером что-нибудь поиграть перед работой. В целом у меня дел нету никаких. А, нет, есть. Нет, есть все-таки дела. Надо, наверное, их сначала поделать и потом уже отдыхать. Так что все, конец. Такие дела. Всем пока.